Good evening, teachers. Are you there? Can you give me heart react if you are there? You're already 24, so you're 23, right? Tonight, by the way, I would like to apologize right beforehand because I forgot to bring. I'm at the office, right? As I've told you before, I'm at the office, and I forgot to bring my connector to my camera, which I'm using for my webcam or my video. So for now, you're gonna be seeing the QMS, right? The quality policy statements of the university instead of my face. Good evening. There's a message in our chat. Yeah, it's okay. It's a truce. I will understand, right? But later on, because you haven't introduced yourselves, right? Formally. So what we're going to do is if it's already your turn, you have to turn on your cam. Okay. So again, if you have right an equally important event you're attending to at this very moment, I suggest that you leave, right? You leave the meeting, right? We've discussed this before, especially during our class orientation, right? So if you may, right? Please leave the Zoom meeting if you are attending an equally important event at the moment. So, okay, let's start. Again, good evening, teachers. May I see good evening chats there? May I feel your presence? May also, yeah, thank you, Teacher Joy. Good evening. Okay, good evening, everybody. Let's have our system check first. May I ask for a like react if you can hear me clearly. By the way, I changed my microphone. But I hope I am still clear. My audio is still clear and loud. If it's too loud, just minimize the volume on your end. But I set it to the maximum level. So I'm wearing mask at the same time, but that's good, right? Teacher Kim, can you hear me clearly? Yeah, you may unmute to respond. Okay, thank you. How about the screen I'm sharing? Can you give me heart react if you can see the screen I'm sharing, at least the screen? So for tonight, it will be like a podcast. It will be like you're listening to a podcast for real. Okay, thank you. Now let's have our opening prayer as we've agreed before. Right? Yes, Teacher Pia. But if you need to say something and you'd like to be virtually recognized, yeah, do not forget to click raised hand, okay? Thank you. Yeah, may I call Teacher Kim to lead the opening prayer?
Mama ko po magpe-pray.
Yes po. Thank you.
Sige. Pikit po natin ang ating mata at damhin ng presensya ng Panginoon. Yes, Lord, hallelujah, Jesus, puring ka, Panginoon. Lord, thank you po sa panibagong araw na to na muli po kami nagkasama-sama sa araw na ikaw. Nawa po ay gabayan niyo po kami sa lahat ng aming gagawin. At nawa po ay madami po kayong matutunan sa araw na ito. Kayo po ang gumabay at bahala sa amin. Sa iyo po namin tinataas ang lahat ng papurit parangal sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Teacher Kim. Right, indeed, yeah, we surrender everything to God and yeah, we ask for his guidance, right? Presence of mind, especially energy, right? I understand that maybe many of you or majority of you were still from vacation, right? During the Holy Week. So I understand that. I hope you took the time to breathe in and out, right? Yeah, can you give me heart react if you went home to your province, for instance, right? Or you just breathe, you're able to breathe fresh air, right? For 4 days, at least for 4 days. Only five, yeah, only five of you. That's fine, right? For those who stayed home, I hope you're able to reflect as well and renew, right? The energy that you have. Okay, so Let's have our screenshot. May I ask who's our secretary again?
Ako po.
Please. Yeah, okay. You are, sorry. Is that again? I will make it.
Maxine po.
Yeah, Teacher Max. Yeah, I was actually searching for your name earlier. Okay. Teacher Max, have we had an agreement about the time? For instance, 15 minutes after we start, right? Your classmates who will still be, entering the Zoom meeting will be considered late. Have we had that before? Or just tonight?
Opo.
Yes. Okay. So Teacher Maxine, after we've started six, right? Or 6:01. Just 15 minutes, right? For those who will be admitted. Okay. Yeah, they will already be considered late. Okay. For those who are on YouTube live, so start typing there. You start typing anything so you could be recognized. Okay. Teacher Max, may I ask you to take the screenshot? May I ask everyone to turn on their cam? Again, I'm sorry you can't see me for tonight, but you need to be seen by Teacher Max, at least by Teacher Max. Wow, my system is working fast tonight. And what an unfortunate event for me. I can see all of you this time using my Windows PC, but sadly, I you can't see me. Okay, my system's working. Teacher Jerby, Teacher Abby. Okay.
Ma'am, paano na lang po nung share screen?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Teacher Abby, are you there? Wow, I can see all of you now. Nice smile, Teacher Mariette. Okay, ready? Okay, I think they're all ready. Teacher Max, 1, 2, 3. Take a screenshot.
Isa pa po.
Okay,
1,
smile,
2,
sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Smile.
Okay na po.
Okay, thank you. We're all ladies tonight. Am I right? Women empowerment. Okay, if you can stay with me with your video on, I still would like to see you. Okay, while I talk here. Okay, now attendance. This symbol is for attendance. Teacher Max, are you done checking the attendance?
Yes po.
Okay, wow, that's fast. Thank you, Teacher Max. Okay, now let's continue as promised, right? I told you that we will still continue the Q&A portion before you introduce yourself. So yeah, you may click raise hand and ask me virtually or type in the chat other questions. I'm sorry, I believe there were 2 pending questions last time, but I forgot the questions. So if you would like to know more about me, you may ask me personal or professional question. Anyone who'd like to ask? Teacher Luis, have you asked me last time? Yeah, you may unmute.
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay, you may ask me now. Anything.
Wait. Ma'am, do you have any skincare routine? Because the last time we saw you, you have a beautiful skin.
Okay. Sadly, you know what the secret behind that? It's a Zoom filter. Yeah, that touch up appearance, right? Yeah, that's my skincare routine. Yeah, do not be fooled, do not be deceived. It's just the Zoom filter. To be honest, like when was that? Starting 2021. Yeah, I had my breakout. It was a severe acne breakout, and thank God, my skin is, at the moment of its healing process. But yeah, I have to deal with my scars now. But if you can see this picture, yeah, that's clear skin, literally clear skin. That was pre-pandemic, 20. No, yeah, 2020. That was year 2020. And then 2021 breakout, 2022 still the healing process. But yeah, that's also the time or the season where I really felt so empathetic towards my students who also, lose their confidence because of their skin. And I totally understand. You know what? If you were to ask me, I think I have watched like all YouTube videos about skincare, how to get rid of that, all the how-tos. I've watched all of them. Name it, right? And I've watched and maybe name the product. I've tried it, but yeah, less is still more. So if you, in your case, right, you have very good skin. I can see majority of you. So, and I understand even the effects if you don't have right clear skin. It doesn't make you less of a person, doesn't make you less of a woman. We just have to, accept the face. We have different faces. I even consider this adult acne and all, or caused by stress, and sometimes caused by all the factors that you can think of. But yeah, I didn't even realize that I will go through this phase, but slowly I'm learning to accept it. Yeah, and also still doing, not just accept and not doing anything, but I'm still doing something, right, to let it heal. So thank you for that. So the key is Zoom filter, just that. So yeah, I don't want to. Oh, what do you call this? I don't want to. Well, what do you call it? Let you expect, right, to see me with a very clear skin or glass skin when you see me face to face because you're still first year, right? So we might still see one another, right, soon. So do not be disappointed if, oh, mom, because now you know, right? The secret is in filter. Next, teacher Threya. Anything to ask?
Mom, what's your favorite color?
Uh, um, yeah, growing up, it's just black or white. Yeah, most of the time, yeah, just black or white or any, not too pastel color, but yeah, more on the black and white. But when I was a teenager, I think it's experience a majority, right? I think my signature is pink, even though I have a very dark skin. That is for real. I have very dark skin, like literally black. Yeah, that's so true. I even saw a picture of mine, and I told God, Lord, uling ba ako dati? Like literally, uling yata ako before. Because it's not even brown, it's literally black. So thanks to all the soap, to Kojic, to to Safeguard, and all the Watson's products. So I think that helps, right? Baka sa tubig din sa Manila. Okay. Thank you, Teacher Freya. Next, Teacher Jones. Tawang-tawa si Teacher Jones. Any question?
What is your favorite song po, Mom?
Song. Maybe you've heard it earlier, but yeah, it's the Secret Place. Before it was it was Safe, and now it's the Secret Place. So it's like, going to that moment of your quiet time and considering it your secret place. So no matter how, right, how noisy your environment is, it's always you looking for peace, or yeah, looking for peace despite, the storm, despite the waterfalls. There's even an illustration, right, about peace amid suffering. I don't know if you have heard that story or if you have seen that painting. It was a painting, a very famous painting of a waterfall, and you will only see, right, the rushing of the water, right, and you will see that that's a waterfall. So definitely, there's no peace there because of the water, right? But then when you zoomed in, right, if you're going to zoom in the painting, there is a nest of a sleeping bird, right? I believe it's not just a bird, but I think it's a family, right, of birds. And Yeah, and they were sleeping, right? Imagine they were at the waterfall and they still see peace. So thank you, Teacher Jones. Next, Teacher Jessa.
Mag-a-ask pa rin po ba ng question kahit tapos na?
Yes. Yeah, it's okay. If you have more questions, it's fine.
Wala pa po sa ngayon. Isip po
Ah,
muna
okay.
ako ulit.
Sure. Thank you, teacher. How do you pronounce your name? That's so cool. Mimosign? Sorry. How do you pronounce it?
Nemosin po. Nemosin.
Mimosin. Okay.
Apo.
Teacher Nemo? Is that how you pronounce it? Nemo?
Yeah, apo. Nemo
Okay.
po.
You have a question?
Favorite music genre po. And yung parang fascinated po kayo sa, kung mahilig po ba kayo sa books and ano po yung mga favorite novels niyo?
Okay, so first the genre. It's more of, yeah, again, you've heard it. You will keep on hearing that before we start the classes. The worship song, or also Taylor Swift songs. I'm a Swiftie since high school. Teacher Jones is still, you can't hide the smile. Many of you are Swifties, and you've seen, right, the purple dress of Taylor Swift. Yeah, it will be another. I was not Taylor's version. So going back, a novel. It's still the one I've read and waited for. It's a movie adaptation. It's The Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, I read that years ago before the movie came out. And yeah, I've also read, what's that? The by David Levithan, Every Day, Another Day. You know that, yeah. And I actually waited for Another Day's movie adaptation, but it's only Every Day, right? That came out. Yeah. I even used Rhiannon's name as my, what do you call that? A dummy name on my dummy Facebook account because I usually deactivate my FB and I only created one to send message to my family members every time I will be fetched by my father. So I need a free FB, right? Because I can't use free messenger if it's my real account. So that. And there are so many, right? Me Before You, and all those I've read from my bookshelf. So that, yeah, I've realized also, recently, I've been reading because I've downloaded, I don't know if I've shared that app. Do you know Z Library? Yeah, that's good. Teacher Ivy nodded. So, the Z Library app, you may even download ebook or, right, the pub. So I've been reading books of, wait for a while. I have so many here in my library. Colleen Hoover, as I pronounce her name. Yeah, from Colleen Hoover. And I'm surprised that, you know what, I only read her books like during the night, right? To fall asleep and all. And then I realized like for how many, there's been a few hours and it can even stop reading her books. So even I slept late. I remember I slept late reading one of her books. So thank you, Teacher Nemo. Next, Teacher Isabel. Teacher Max.
What's your least favorite thing to do po?
I believe it's playing games, playing online games. Usually I'm the one who usually introduces games to my family members. For example, during the time of Farmville, I was the one who introduced that to them. But I don't stay long playing the game. Right? For instance, I even downloaded, was that Adorable Home, and then I installed it. What else? Mobile Legends I played. I uninstalled it. And normally we play. I play. We have game nights with my college friends, but it was very rare. But normally we play Among Us, right? And I'm very bad at it because I can't lie and I don't lie. So they already knew I'm the imposter because sometimes I'm very loud or sometimes I'm very quiet. So they already know my technique and then they will realize, oh, you're the imposter and all. So I will be caught immediately because we do that by what they call this, by having audio voice, what do you call it? If there's a video call, there's audio call on Messenger. So we talk while we play that. Okay, there's a thank you, teacher Max. Next, what's one thing you'll never get tired of doing? Oh, I believe it's uh what, like literally, like for a not long period of time, but maybe for years, like right for my entire life. I believe it's teaching, right? I remember, of course, people. I mean, definitely teachers get tired. I also experienced that, but in terms of thinking of other things to do in life, to share with you, it was during face to face, and I was at sixth floor. Uh, I was I was administering the exam to my STEM students on sixth floor of PUP, and uh, I was looking away. Right? I was looking at the lagoon. Actually, I was looking at trees, and then suddenly I asked myself, no, I asked the Lord. I asked the Lord, and I asked Him, Lord, oh, I would like to do other things. Right? Can I do other things? And then suddenly, like, it's like He pinched me and told me, right? Do you really have other things that you like to do instead of teaching, right? Or aside from teaching? And I said, no, Lord, it's just teaching. So I stick to it. I was reminded, okay, I'll stick to it. So I think it's this. And even my friend asked me, right? Because as I've told you, I have designation and now teaching at the same time. So designation means we have admin work for office. And then a friend told me or asked me, right, are you being stressed by teaching? And then I told her, no, actually no. And then she's actually surprised, right, hearing that from me because, right, really, I told her it's more of the admin work, to be honest, rather than teaching. Okay, next, thank you for that question from teacher Jerby. How do you deal with negative emotions? Po? Okay, in that case, I don't know if I've told you this during our class orientation, but I don't anymore allowed the enemy to consume myself or my entire body. For example, I don't know if I'm too mature in terms of teaching, at least teaching or dealing with the students. Right? I don't know if I'm too mature not to get mad anymore. Yeah, but I believe that's one thing that I may advise you, that I may suggest that you do as well. Right? Do not let your students' behavior annoy you or consume you, because to tell you during my practice teaching, I thought it's more of allowing the students to be sensitive enough when you walk out of the room, right? Normally teachers walk out of the room and then she thought that ah they will realize that I'm already mad and they will zip their mouths. But unknowingly, they were grade seven. So meaning that was the transition from grade six, and they don't have that sensitivity yet. So what happened to me was I was consumed by my emotions, and instead of them realizing that I'm already mad or I want them to zip their mouths, they I was crying. I saw myself crying, and then when I went back to the room, they were still loud. They were still running around, and because they were still kids, right? And then I realized that I believe it's my second year, third year, fourth year of teaching, I learned the art of crying. So, like for instance, I'm telling a story or an example or an anecdote, and it really made me cry. So I cried, but I was continuously like I wasn't interrupted at all by my tears. It was, oh, I was talking continuously in English, telling all the stories and the explanation, just my tears falling right on my face or yeah on my cheeks, and my tears suddenly dried up. So, and then I realized, yeah, my students need to learn. I mean, you, right? Future educators need to learn the art of crying. It doesn't mean you're weak, right? I believe the traditional impression, right, of many students towards their teachers. Maybe you had this impression towards your teacher before, right? That when your teacher cries in front of you, you'll say, "Mom is weak," right, and all. But actually, no, she's actually strong because she can face you, right, without emotion, and just be real in front of you, right? So yeah, you may test that, right? Because normally people can't continuously talk, right? If they're crying, but in my case, I don't know. That's why I call it art. So learn the art of crying. Thank you, teacher Jordy. Yeah, don't let it add to your wrinkles. You are too young, right, to gain wrinkles. Next, baka po mag-leave. Yeah, you may go to Zoom. Sorry, to YouTube. To YouTube. Okay. We do have more. Wait for a while. Next, what's your favorite memory or memories in college? Well, I believe it's, of course, right? I don't think most people will say or will mention really activities, or I mean, just listening, right, in the class. But I believe it's also the times that you spent with your friends, right? Most of the time when you kill time while waiting for your next class, uh, having overnights, right? You know, what's this? Familiarizing yourself in all the Manila places or even provinces just because you need to go to their houses. Again, uh, I'm from Tanay Rizal, but I actually stayed now in Marikina City. But I graduated high school in from Tanay National High School. So in that case, even my language, right? I mean, through my language, I was discriminated by that. I don't know if you're familiar with Hane, the Hane reactions of Rizaleños, what else? Baga, right? Teacher Yayet, Baga. When I said Baga, one of my classmates told me, ano yun, nagbabaga? And, and then told her, no, it's just, a reaction. And what are the others? Urong, right? Sorry, I have rota problem, so I can't really roll my R. But urong means to wash the dishes. So again, when I said that, and I said urong, ano yun, yung iusod, something like that. But no, um, maybe some of you can relate as well. So another thing, our stage play. We had that. I was the lead actor because you call them actors, both boys and girls in theater. But yeah, I was a lead actress. I played that. We played it in Clara and Recto. Um, I believe the last 3 nights, last 3 days, or last 3 days before actual play, I never went home. Yeah, I never went home. We stayed, preparing all our props, our big props, because we had a very big tree. That's a prop, and we needed a truck to bring that tree to P. So I think that those are my favorite memories in college. So I believe, right, we can set other days for something like this, but this time I would like to get to know you now. So may I, yeah, it's your turn this time. So it's not the typical well, if you still would like to showcase your talent, but it would be more of, yeah, it's okay, teacher Rain. So it will be something like this. So what you need to do is in 2 minutes, you have to grab one thing, just one thing, living or non-living thing that could best describe who you are today and or how it helps you cope with the pandemic. Or maybe you are now a plantita, or you have a pet, or you have a devotional notebook with you, whatever that is. Whatever that is in 2 minutes, grab that living thing or non-living thing that could best describe who you are today because really pandemic changed us a lot, right? Not only physically, but that's a big factor, right? But definitely mentally, emotionally, right? Even there were so many talents and skills, right? Definitely skills. There were so many skills that, you know, that were unveiled because of pandemic, right? Maybe you play ukulele. I play ukulele too. It's easier to learn than the guitar. Okay, 2 minutes starts. Did you get the instruction? Can you give me heart react? Okay, 2 minutes starts now. If you have a cat or a dog, you may show me your dog. And you have to explain, okay? You have to explain why, why that, why did you choose that living thing or non-living thing to describe you, and how that thing, right, helps you cope with the pandemic. You know what? It can just be your phone, right? Normally, your phone is your go-to friend, right? In terms of music, K-drama. We have a musical instrument to play. 1 minute left. You have a new pet. What else? Your pillow. To some, it's still a pillow. Okay. 30 seconds left. Okay, time is over. Let's start. Okay, if I call you, you have to turn on your camera, right, and show me that living thing and non-living thing that you grabbed and explain. Right? Why do you think that would best describe you? Okay, give me a number. Can you type number 1 to 5 in the Zoom chat so I can choose? 1, okay. The co-host, Teacher Max. Teacher Max, are you there? You're ready?
Yung akin po would be a book.
Mm-hmm.
Book po na pili ko, not just it makes me smarter or have knowledge. Reading books was my only escape to reality, my safe space, and my savior. Through books, I could be whoever I wanted. I could fall in love with a handsome prince, travel to exotic places, and take the leap that always had a happy ending. Hindi ko po pinapalipas yung isang linggo nang hindi nagbabasa kasi kapag hindi po ako nagbabasa, nangihina ako.
Wow.
Parang may kulang sa araw ko. And nung I almost stopped reading for a year, and simula nung nag-pandemic, bumalik po uli ako sa pagbabasa and nakatulong po talaga siya. So, ayun po. And if
Wow, that's so
you're,
cool.
yes
Mhm.
po. It was also my therapy po. And if you're asking me kung sino po yung favorite author ko is si Colleen Hoover. Iba po
Oh,
talaga
yeah.
yung impact niya sa akin. Kasi
Right?
po, yung mga plot twist niya po is unexpected. Talaga
True.
po. And I love collecting books din po. Even though na nagda-download lang po ako sa EPUB. Kasi mahal pa po ang libro.
Yeah.
Maybe soon po. Yun. Thank you.
Mhm. But you have a physical book now.
Yes po.
What's the
Nagsistart.
title?
Every Beast Needs a Beauty po. It's a
Mhm.
Wattpad book po. Pero I don't have any novels pa na physical.
Yeah, but for now, do you use an app? What phone
Yes.
are you using for
Ano
your
po,
EPUB?
sa Z Library po ako nagda-download.
Yeah.
Yes po.
See, I love Z Library so much.
Yes po.
Because you know what, that can definitely help you with your research too. There are so many journal
Opo.
articles there, right?
Opo.
Mhm.
Yun lang
Thank
po.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Teacher Max. It's good to hear, right? That many, regardless of your major, actually, reading's still a must. Especially, it's not really just something you do for leisure, right? But actually, it helps you, expose yourself, right, to the second language, especially if that's an English novel. It doesn't matter if that's a hardbound copy, right, a PDF copy, a soft copy, right, or even a Wattpad story, right? There's many novels, good novels now, I believe, right, on Wattpad too, right? So yeah, if you're using the what do you call this, the books app on iPhone, if you're using iPhone, it's nice also to use the challenge there, or maybe there are other apps, right, that you may use, right? If you would like to keep reading, or for today's reading, you have a 5-minute goal, so at least, right, you are being exposed to, to so much vocabulary words as well to add to your word bank too. Thank you, Teacher Max. Can we give Teacher Max heart react? I give you the challenge, right? Last time, the 500 hour. Yes, Teacher
Yes
Max.
po.
Yes. Oh, so you may add that.
Apo,
You may add.
i-add ko pa lang po. Kasi yung iba po, hindi ko po nakako-contact. Kaya di ko po sure kung nagawa po nila. Pero check ko na
Okay.
rin po.
Yeah, it's a weekly, right? So this
Yes
is
po.
now your second week of that. So thank you. Thank you, Teacher Max. Next, number 2. 1, 2, Teacher Luis.
Good evening, ma'am. I
Good
chose
evening.
I chose my book. Actually, my notebook po. This is where I wrote this my personal diary po. Back when the pandemic started, I began writing po all my thoughts and everything that's happening with every day. Kasi po parang nung nag-start po yung pandemic kasi hindi naman po pala lumabas. Siyempre, hindi ko po makontak. Hindi man po everyday na kakausap yung friend. So, kasi I know po may dinidil din po silang everyday problems and parang feeling ko pa ayoko pong
You don't want to add.
Yes po.
Mhm.
And that's why I started writing po. And also my phone din po. This is where I listen music po. And that helped me cope up with everything that happened this past few years. And I am thankful that I survived with everything that happened. Yun lang po.
Yeah, thank you. You said end. You have more to say?
I mean, thank you po.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Luis. It's, it's nice to hear, right? Previously, I mean, earlier we had teacher Max into reading, and now teacher Luis into writing, right? So yeah, it's a that's a nice, springboard actually, or the foundation for your challenge, 500-hour English exposure, right? So it's not only something new, right, that you do, but you just have to continue doing that, and you may also convert that to other skills, right? In that case, yeah, that's a journal. If you are into nonfiction, right, you may even start writing story of your own, right? Or maybe teacher Max can also do the same thing, right? Reading into writing. So you may want to try that. Thank you, teacher Luis, for sharing. Next number, teacher Luis. Okay, yeah. I was about to ask you. Number 9. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Teacher Alshari. It's your turn. Are you there, Teacher Alshari? Yeah, okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Same lang din sa journal. Ganun po, ma'am.
Hello. Yeah, I think you're having an unstable connection. Maybe I can get back to you, Teacher Alshari. Yeah, your video is glitching as well. Okay, next number. Give me a number. Any number? Teacher Luis, new number. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Teacher Avi or Avi, how do you pronounce this? There.
Hello, ma'am. Good
There's
evening.
someone playing Mobile Legends beside you.
Yes, ma'am, my sister.
Your sister. That was very loud.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Abby. I drew this last October
Wow.
2020, and this
Mhm.
symbolizes me. So as you can see, there is a girl with the wings of a butterfly that represents
Mhm.
me, owning the fact that I need to go through changes before I became who I want to be in the future. I made it look like a butterfly because our life is short and we should find our purpose and live with it as it comes, like how a butterfly lives their life. While the leaves on my head symbolizes all my struggles and problems that I
Mhm.
managed to overcome, the flowers on my head are my achievements, memories that I made with my loved ones, and things that I've done successfully on my own. So as you will notice, the girl is facing sideward for the reason
Mhm.
that most people around me knew only half me. They only knew one
Mm,
side, and the other half of me
that's
remains
cool.
mysterious. I
Wow.
am not that showy. That is why some people think that they already knew me well, but they actually not.
Mhm.
Some parts of the girl's wings have colored and some don't. That is because the color represents my maturity and development. The
Mhm.
butterfly in front of the girl represent the main goal in life that I want to reach and achieve in the future. So I made the background color red since that's my favorite color. The
Mhm.
leaves that are falling represents my mistakes, trials, people around me that try to pull me down, and my fears that drove me back from attaining what I want. And the circle stands for my comfort zone, and below that comfort zone there is a bloom, leaves, and flowers. That leaves and flowers illustrate the things that I want to achieve, the place that I want to go, the memories that I want to make with my loved ones, my fears that I need to overcome, and my other plans for the future. Yun lang po, ma'am.
Wow, that's very comprehensive. Can we give her wow react? That was that was so complete, right? Like all the elements from that drawing, right? She explained everything. May I ask you, Teacher Abby, have you used that before? Or just tonight?
Yes, ma'am. Nung grade 12 po,
Oh,
po yung teacher namin, mag-drawing daw po kami ng nag-i-illustrate po dun sa personality po namin.
that's so cool. That's why, because I figured, because everything, right? Every part of the drawing or that even looks a painting, right? To me, right, represents something, right, about you, not actually just present. I was even amazed by how you interpret the position, the sideward position. Yeah, that's very true, right? And many people assume that they already know you or know the entirety of yourself, but really they don't. Thank you, Teacher Abby. Next, Teacher Jones.
Sa akin po ay ukulele po tsaka pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Ito po marinig. I love music and arts po because it makes me happy. Music gives me energy and motivation. Music and arts has always been a huge part of my life. It calms me and helps me to express myself. Kapag ako ay malungkot o kaya kapag ako ay nagagalit, dinadaan ko na lamang po sa pagtugtog or kaya sa pagkanta po.
Okay, nice. Okay, I would like to hear I assume you already have your own composition. It's easy to compose, right? Using the ukulele. Do you already have one?
Wala pa po eh.
Or what's your comfort song? Song, sorry.
Ay, di ko po marinig,
Do
ma'am.
you have
Sorry.
a comfort song? Can you play one?
Ma'am, hindi ko pa po siya natutugtog sa ukulele po, yung leaves po ng Ben and Ben po.
Ah, wow. Nice. What do you usually play?
Ma'am, yung ano po, yung basic pa lang po alam ko, ma'am.
I think it's the two chord. Was it? Yeah, a two chord song. I think it's what is that? Sunflower. Do you know that? But are you trying to compose one original song? Are
Opo,
you
ma'am.
trying to compose?
Kaso po hindi ko pa po sinasali po ako sa jingle making po dati. Pero
Wow.
hindi ko pa po siya natatry gumawa po sa mismong sa ukulele po.
Thank
Piano
you.
po kaya po.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you
So you
po.
also have your own organ?
Opo.
Thank you, Teacher Yayet. Can we
Thank
give
you po.
hard react to Teacher Yayet? Okay, thank you. Next, Teacher Jem.
Jen po ba? Ako po ba?
Yeah, Teacher Jem. Yeah, Teacher Jem Rose.
Ay, sorry.
So, ma'am, narinig po ba ako?
Yes, but not too loud. Earlier it was loud. Why? Okay.
Okay po, ma'am. So, kung mapapansin niyo po, lapis po. So, if I relate myself to one living things,
I think this object is the pencil or lapis because like a pencil po, it is straight and hard, but as it is used for a long time, it becomes fragile. What I mean is, I have experiences that I have repeatedly experiences that the experience that I am referring to po is not a good experiences, and that good that bad experiences causes my weaknesses po. But the good thing about being a pencil po is it has an eraser on the upper hand dito po. But kung mapapansin niyo po,
Mhm.
masyado na siyang purol dahil way back when I was a child, ewan ko lang kung ako nakaka-experience. Kinakagat ko to para may lumabas pa rin na eraser. Parang ihahantulad
Mhm.
ko rin po sa sarili ko. Yung eraser po na ito is nire-represent ko po sa mind ko. So kapag may naranasan po akong not a good experience, inano ko po siya, parang tinitiga ko po yung utak ko para magkaroon po ng solution about that problem. Yun nga po yung eraser that whenever I make a mistake, there's always a chance to correct it or erase my mistake by my own mind. And and like a pencil po, it is also important that I will sharpen myself by my own mind and my own experiences, whether it is good or bad. And the one who should also hold this pencil is our Lord, because He is the one who wrote our journey in life, and He truly knows the purpose of our life. And the another reason why pencil po, kasi ito yung una kong nahawakan. Ito po yung una kong nahawakan daw na object, and nalaman agad nila na kaliwete ako, and I love pencil kasi ito po yung ito po yung ginagamit ko muna up until now kapag nagsusulat ako. Hindi dahil magaling ako mag-drawing, but because kapag nagsusulat po ako ng essay, I always use pencil muna po para kapag may namali po akong mga words, madali lang siyang burahin. Hindi katulad kapag sa ballpen. Po. And that's all, Mom. Thank you po.
That's deep. Okay, thank you. Right? Can we give heart react to Teacher Jam? Okay. Yeah, I couldn't agree more when you said that God should be holding that pencil because He's the author, right? And even perfecter of your faith. And that's true. That was fast of you to think, right? And to use that pen as a metaphor, right, to your life, especially to your, uh, past experiences. Thank you, Teacher Jem. Okay, next, Teacher Threa.
Hello. The objects I picked are these bracelets, and I chose them because I'm a big fan of wearing bracelets every day. Even when I go to bed, I kind of forget to take them off, and then the next morning, I get very anxious that I break one of them. The reason I like bracelets is because I personally made these two, and I make bracelets for the people I love, for example, my friends, my family. And the first bracelet that I made was this one. It has a peace sign.
Infinity.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
that's
an infinity.
sign.
Yeah. And I picked the colors white and purple because these two help me keep calm, because I am a very anxious person, even when speaking in front, and that's why I wear it. This one is me and my friend's favorite colors. It's color pink, which is mine, and then hers is color orange. And in the middle, I kind of made a mistake here, but I decided to just go with it. I put in a different pattern, and I just told her it's just a symbol of, me being good friends with everyone, and that I have this sort of feeling that I always need to be, I always have a safe place with them. And the last one is, it has a My Melody keychain, And I picked this is because I personally relate myself to her. She's very optimistic, very sociable, and very she has a hard time uh, kind of recognizing the mood of the room, which is something that I personally have some troubles with
Mhm.
coordinating myself if the room is tense or if the room is colorful or bright. And she's also very sociable and calm, which is apparently something my friends say a lot about me. I'm the one who approaches people. Uh, and most of the time, I'm the one who is very hurt in terms of breaking relationships or friendships with anyone. And that's why I personally think I relate to her a lot. And that's why I bring these three bracelets everywhere to help remind me of who I am, who what I'm supposed to do, and to just remind myself that it's gonna be okay and that you need to keep calm.
Mhm. Wow, another hard act for teacher Threa. I didn't know that that's really a thing, right? I mean, I mean, making some accessories and using them really as your comfort, right? Comfort, things, right? Especially yeah, I appreciated you wearing the purple and the white one because that made you speak continuously and comfortably in front of uh, the camera or on Zoom. So thank you for wearing that, and thank you for sharing. Do you make those also for a living or only for personal use?
It's the only hobby that I find myself to be focused on because usually when I try to pick up new hobbies, I usually forget them in like a month or two. And this one is the only one that I've somehow enjoyed throughout my childhood making.
Wow. Right. So you've been doing that for how many years now?
8 years to be
Wow,
exact.
8 years. But you don't have plans to do that for a living to sell those?
No, I told myself that I only make bracelets for people I choose to accept in my life. That's why I don't
Mm,
usually make it a lot. But when I do, it means that this
it
person is
means
special to me and that I want them to remember me with something.
wow, that's so cool. Thank you, teacher Threa. Next, teacher Kim.
Hi po, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Actually, napulot ko lang po itong glue.
but suddenly
Pero,
you felt
hindi
deep,
po.
right?
Represent po sa akin,
Okay.
nag-represent po sa akin to, yung pandikit na to. Kasi madikit po ako mas lalo na po sa mga mahal ko sa buhay, pamilya ko, o gano'n.
Mm-hmm.
Parang ayaw ko po sila nawawala sa paningin ko. Ganun. I'm, yun lang po. Represent
You're
na
a clingy person. Mm-hmm.
po, ma'am. Yun lang po.
Do you, do you consider yourself a person who has so many circles, or you keep fewer friends who are for kids? Which is which? I actually gave you two options. Do you have so many circles or fewer ones?
Ma'am, pakiulit niya.
Do you have many circles of friends, or do you have just one best friend?
Ano
Are
po,
you
madam?
into
Circle.
okay. But are you into quantity or quality?
Wait, ano po, ma'am?
Are you into quality of friends or quantity?
Quality.
That's good. That's good. Thank you, teacher Kim.
Thank you po.
Next, teacher Isa.
Good evening. Good evening po.
Good evening.
The one thing that I think describes me po is yung pagko-crochet, yung crochet project. Like this.
Wow.
Recently po, I became interested in crocheting. It's what I do with whenever I'm bored, listening to music or while watching series on Netflix.
While watching, you can do that? And you're not looking?
Yes po. Pero on English
Wow.
movies lang po.
Yeah, so you can listen, right? That's it. Okay.
Kaya pagko-crochet po kasi kailangan mindful ka sa bilang and then sa pattern ng stitches. So I would describe myself as detail-oriented and katulad din po ng sinabi ni Andrea, ito lang po yung hobby na parang naging consistent akong gawin.
Wow, like how many projects have you done so far?
This year lang po ako nag-start. So konti-konti pa po. And then I made this po for the purpose, nung una po, for the purpose of giving gifts. Because I want to give gifts personalized.
Wow.
Kasi feeling ko po mas maganda if mas may effort pag
Yeah, that's
magbibigay
true.
ka ng gift. So, yun po.
Is that really just the crochet with one, what do you call that? Material? Because I can see the thread is thick. Is that not knitting?
May
Just
difference
crochet?
po sila.
But what you do is just crocheting, right?
Yes po.
Do you also have plans of selling those?
Wala po.
Maybe now, right? You don't have plans for now.
Yes po.
But yeah, that can be a business too. Thank you, Teacher Ivy.
Thank you po.
Next, Teacher Jessa. You there, Teacher Jessa?
Medyo mabagal po yung
No, it's okay. We can hear you.
mask po. Kasi
A face mask, yeah.
parang po, during this pandemic po, I think I grew shy. So this mask po, that it does not just keep me safe po from the virus when going outside. It also saved me from unwanted and awkward interactions with people. And and aside from that po, whenever I go outside and while wearing a mask, I don't have to worry or be conscious of my physical appearance or yung face ko po. Or kahit sa mga reactions ko. Kasi madalas, grabe ako tumawa. So, yung mask po, nakakasave siya sa mga nakakahiyang itsura. Yun lang po.
You shouldn't be shy. Thank you, Teacher Jessa. But that's true. I even saw a TikTok video of, was that not being comfortable without the face mask on? Have you seen that? Can you give me how react? Because you can't do any more the things that you do with face mask on. Thank you, Teacher Jess. Next, so someone can relate. Okay, next, Teacher Ralin, Teacher Rals.
Good evening po, ma'am.
Good evening.
Lang. Good evening po, ma'am. Need po ba mag-open ng cam, ma'am?
Yeah, I would like to see you in that one thing that you will show me. Yeah.
Ayun po, ma'am. Yung feeling ko po yung mas nagre-represent po sa akin is yung pen at saka po yung notebook. Kasi po, ma'am, mas na-express ko po yung feelings ko through writings. Kunyari, pag malungkot ako o kaya masaya, parang mas masaya po ako na nasusulat ko sila kasi after a day po o kaya mga ilang months, nababasa ko sila kung paano ako naging masaya, tas kung paano ko po na
kung paano ko po nalagpasan yung yung problem ko that day, ganun. Tsaka meron pa po akong isa pang nagre-represent sa akin. Yung yung panahe.
What's that?
Yung panahe.
Okay.
Hilig ko po kasing magtahi nun. Ayun, parang nakaka-is ng sadness din kapag may nagagawa po akong damit. Ayun lang.
Nice. Out of existing old clothes, right? What do you call that? Thrift.
DIY.
Yeah, that's DIY. Thank you.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Teacher Rouse. Yeah, that's true. And please, right, continue doing that. For instance, your journaling, right? Add that to your 500-hour English exposure, right? That is true. Actually, it's one of the best benefits you can get from journaling, and that's to always look back. And you know what? Even like after a year or every year, you may look back on your writing. It's better if you write in English using the second language, and you would realize that like after 3 years, and then you go over it again, you can check now your grammar, right? I experienced that most of the time. I finished so many journals, and I realized I'm already correcting instead of just looking back on what happened during the day, or why did I get mad, or why did I cry, right, during that day. It's more of the editing part that I do. So you may also do that, teacher Rouse. It's fun to see that, oh, it's not anymore you, right? During that day that you you use this word, or you committed, right, an ungrammatical statement. But yeah, that's a good practice as well, right? Especially as a future teacher. Thank you, teacher Rouse, for sharing. Okay.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you. Next, teacher Joy. Teacher
Good
Joy.
evening po.
Good evening.
Sa akin po, ma'am, two things. Libalo po, siya, yung mga journal books ko po, ayan. That, po yan?
They're still new.
Devotional books po siya. Naka-cover pa rin po siya kasi, ayun nga po, parang ang tagal ko po kasi siya bago nabili. Parang backstory po. Before ko po siya nakuha, as in, nag-ipon po talaga ako para po mabili po siya. Kasi parang para sa akin po, pagka nagde-devotion po ako, doon ko lang po na-feel na kalmado ako. And parang somehow po, doon ko po nakikita or nalalaman ko po na, alam ko po na si God, andyan siya, nakikinig sa akin.
That's true.
And and parang ginagawa ko po kasi yung devotion ko sa gabi kapag tapos na po ako sa lahat ng ginagawa ko po sa bahay and kung ano pong kailangan ko pong asikasuhin muna. So parang iyon po yung nagiging comfort ko sa buong rough days na nangyari sa akin. And doon lang po ako nagiging quiet. Then yung isa po is sing-sing po siya. Ayan po siya. Po siya? Parang torn na ring. Yung sa may torn po na kay Jesus po na. Parang ito po kasing ring na po sa akin na to. Parang hindi po talaga ako mahilig sa ring. Parang nakikita ko lang po siya. Sinusuot ko po siya. Parang pero before po that, hindi po ako mahilig sa ring. So, nakita ko lang po siya noon. Then, nakita ko po kung ano po yung meaning niya. So, it's a nothing compared ring. Parang there is a blessing in hard times. Yun po yung meaning niya. Then, yung verse po dun is Romans 8:18. The pain that you've been feeling is nothing compared to the joy that's coming. So, yes po. Then, it's a reminder po sa akin na every time na nag-i-struggle po ako, parang hindi po dapat ako mag-worry kasi may God ako na mas bigger pa dun sa problems na meron ako. And yun din po yung nagiging reminder ko rin po sa sarili ko na parang promise rin ko po sa sarili ko na hindi ko po muna gagawin yung ibang bagay na hindi ko dapat gawin. Hanggat nag-aaral po ako, hanggat season ko pa po maging student. And season ko pa po maging student. Ayun lang po.
Yeah, thank you for that. And your name should be your reminder, right? Through that verse also, joy comes in the morning. You look so young, Joy. How old are you?
20 po.
You look like an. This is a compliment, okay? Don't take it against me. You look like an elementary. But you're 20, right?
Yes
Can you
po.
give her heart react if you agree with me, classmates? Right? See, right? They see you as a very young girl. Okay. Thank you, right, Teacher Joy, for that. Have you tried doing our devotions in the morning?
Yes po, before po nun. Pero mas ano po kasi ako, parang pagka sa umaga po, nagpe-pray po ako pagising. Pero yung parang, then magbabasa po ako ng devotional books. Pero yung nagsusulat po ako, sa gabi na po yun.
Okay, but yeah, okay, because I'm thinking if you only do it right in the evening, it's already right like the application of what happened, right? So if you do it in the morning, you have a guide. So it's like you have a lamp, right? That actually guides your whole day, or like yeah, a reminder, right? Also, not only to yourself but also to other people that you might encounter throughout the day. Okay. How are you going to apply that word, right, in the scripture throughout the day? So I thought you will. I thought you might say, because when I thought you might say this, right? That you don't do it in the morning because you pray and then you suddenly sleep because that's too early. But good thing you didn't say that. Thank you, Teacher Joy. Next, Teacher Pia.
Good evening po, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ito po yung napili ko. Album po siya. K-pop fan po kasi ako since grade 6 ako, and sobrang laki po ng tulong ng K-pop sa akin. Nung bata po ako, elementary school po, sobrang mahiyain ko po talaga. Hindi po ako nakikipag-interact sa mga tao. Nilalayuan ko po talaga sila. Pero po, nung nagkaroon po ako ng classmate, best friend ko po siya ngayon. K-pop fan po siya, and yung naging extrovert na po ako, nakikipag-interact na po ako sa ibang tao. And ayun po, kapag po malungkot ako, galit, and lahat po ng emotions po nararamdaman ko, ibinubuhos ko lang po sa K-pop. Nanonood lang po ako ng mga videos nila. Wala na po, masaya na po ako. And eto pong, yan, eto pong
What is that group?
photocard na to.
What is that group?
Po, BTS po tsaka NCT.
Yeah,
BTS po at NCT. And eto po, yan, eto pong photocard na to. Graduating po kami last year, and nagsobra na po ako nag-breakdown doon, and mention po ako nung isa kong friend.
Really?
Para po,
okay.
mention po ako ng friend ko para po mabili to. And yun po, yung frustration ko, yung lungkot, yung galit ko na wala po. Kasi alam ko po, next week, may photocard po na dadating sa akin.
Yeah, good. Okay, you have something to look forward to, right? I thought you were mentioned by him. That's why I reacted that way. What more, right? What would be your reaction if you were mentioned by him? Thank you. That guy on your photo card is from NCT, right? Because it doesn't look like any of the armies.
Po.
I mean the BTS.
NCT po. Hechan.
Yeah. Thank you, Teacher Pia. Next, Teacher Angelica.
Hi, good evening po. So, I describe myself to a pencil po. Like, sometimes my life is smoothly flowing, and sometimes my life is like a broken pencil, like unexpected happens, like this pandemic, too many changes, like, but to the help of, from the broken pencil to the help of sharpener, you can start again. So the important thing is knowing how to handle problems into opportunities. And I believe that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be better than you were yesterday.
Wow. That reminds me, actually, I heard that just recently. Right. That was I believe the slogan of one principal, right, in a
Yeah.
DepEd school. The what you said, right, turning challenges into opportunities. So, thank
Yeah.
you for that. I'm reminded, Teacher Joe. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Mommy.
sharing. Thank you. Okay, next was Teacher Marjorie.
Hello po, ma'am. Good evening po.
Good evening.
Ang dinala ko po ay jump rope. Ano po, way back junior high school po kasi, I used to play po badminton for 2 years. Tapos, na-realize ko na, di pala ako para doon. Kasi hindi po ako nanalo ni isang beses. Pero, after po nun, sumali naman po ako sa futsal. Nanalo naman po, pero
Nice.
sadly, last year na po ng junior high po na, and kailangan ko na rin pong lumipat ng school. So, nung paglipat ko po ng school, hindi na po ako sumali ng any activities. So, parang, nung nagka-pandemic po, dun lang po ulit nagkaroon ng time. I also started to be, I started to become more active physically. But sometimes it is hard for me to keep motivated. But recently, I just started to have I just started to bought my new jump rope, and surprisingly, enjoyed um I've enjoyed it po. Yun lang po.
Yeah, you're so physically active. Does that mean that early this program is not your first choice? Have you also thought of joining like the College of Human Kinetics?
Actually, hindi rin po. Engineering po, medyo malayo, pero naisip
Okay.
pa rin po dati na sa PE po, gano'n.
But then, what happened?
Yun po, hindi po nakapasa. Dito lang po ako nakapasa.
Yeah, I mean, we have engineering here. What do you mean? At the grade?
Ewan ko lang po kung sa grade, pero hindi po nag-qualify po. Para po.
Okay. But this program is still part of your choices?
Yes po.
Like
Gusto
second
ko rin
or
naman.
third?
Second po. Gusto ko rin naman.
Second. That's good. Don't worry, right? You really need to be physically active teaching kids, right?
Yes po.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Marjorie.
Thank you po.
Next, thank you, Teacher Chris. Teacher Chris Caro. Pardon, Teacher Chris? Yeah, you may speak.
Ako po, para sa akin, i-describe ko yung sarili ko sa plan. Kasi po, nung pandemic po, nawili po kami ni Mami sa plants. Pagtanim po. Tapos, ginawa na po namin happy yun. Nangongolekta po kami ng mayana. Iba-iba pong mayana. Ganun. Tapos,
Mayana is a plant?
Apo, ma'am. May mga iba-iba po siyang kulay and structures po. Tapos, I describe myself as a plant po kasi yung sa plant, to be able to grow po, kailangan niya po ng sunlight and water. Pero po, sa akin po, kailangan ko po ng experiences or kailangan ko pong daanan yung ups and downs ng life para po makamit yung achievement na gusto ko po sa buhay.
Nice, deep as well. Thank you, Teacher Chris. And let's give while we're at to Teacher Chris. Thank you for sharing Mayana plant. Okay, next, Teacher Isa, Victoria.
Done na po, ma'am.
Ay, sorry, Teacher Teacher Eliza. Teacher Eliza. Isa, Eliza, yeah. Teacher Isa.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah, a
would,
butterfly.
yes, mom, butterfly. So if I would compare myself to something I become because of pandemic, just like teacher Abby, it would be butterfly. So butterfly is a metaphor for transformation, change, and hope. And this pandemic
Mm-hmm.
has brought so many changes in my life, and it feels like I was reborn, like a butterfly. I was reborn
Mm-hmm.
to a better version of myself, and which is who I am today. And there are so many trials and challenges that comes along my way during this time of pandemic. And I am grateful that I was able to grasp the knowledge and wisdom in those experiences of mine. And um, I became stronger and determined in life.
Mm-hmm.
And because of pandemic, I acquired new skills. I
Like what?
become closer to the Lord. Ma'am?
Ah, that's
I
good.
acquire new skills.
Yeah, I'm at.
I
Mhm.
I become closer to the Lord, and now I am eager to achieve my full potential and explore new things, just like a butterfly wandering around and exploring the outside world.
Nice.
That's all.
You're like what? A PBB housemate. Exploring the outside world. Thank you. And you look like, right? One from PBB. Thank you, Teacher
Thank you,
Isa.
ma'am.
Next, teacher. Who else? How do you pronounce this out? Teacher Keisha? Is this Keisha?
Yes po, ma'am. Keisha po.
Okay. Keisha?
Yes po, Keisha.
Okay, teacher Keisha. What's the purpose of the C after K?
Actually, hindi ko rin confused din po ako. Pero,
At least we have the same question.
ano po, derived po siya sa sa Greek name ng, Greek or is that Greek? Pero yung original name po ng Keziah sa Bible. So, parang minix po. And then, my parents have yung C po sa Kamacho. And then, yung first name po ng sister ko is Kay din. So, ayun po.
Okay.
Parang, so, ayun po. Naging super unique yan, yung name.
Yeah, that is so unique.
Ayun po. Ayun, if something, ayun po. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. There are a lot of things that I think I do, and I kind of like interested in many things. I do music, I do dance before I competed in dancing before national level, and then but the object that is most likely introduced me or could introduce me as a person, it would be an unfinished artwork. I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Good job. Baliktad pala. Yan.
Yeah, for now, I think you may turn off your blur background so we can see. Ayan, okay. Oh, nice.
This is like the artwork just that I did last time. It's not really like something that I do really, but I do have a lot. Yeah. And the other one is diary. I do a diary. These are the two things that would likely to represent me as a person. Yeah. I choose this artwork, exactly the unfinished artwork, because it starts from a blank canvas, something unknown and definitely untouched. I've chose this blank canvas, this unfinished artwork, because it symbolizes the progress that I'm personally in, not yet finished, but yet still being watched or exhibited. Yung lalo na po ngayong pandemic, syempre po kapag nasa social media po tayo, and then ayun, parang hindi ka pa naman po whole as a person, but everyone sees you on how you represent yourself sa social media. Parang ganun po. Tapos, ayun din po.
Yeah, that's true.
Canvas and artwork po, because it shows and tells what is like our own thoughts and feelings without filter. It is naked and pure, and it is objectively na kung ano lang po yung napapakita ko sa ibang tao. And the second one is diary. It helps me calm myself, recollect things that I need to process and intake. Artwork isn't, and another thing is it doesn't need to be beautiful because it is meant for you to feel things. Ayun po yung art para sa akin. Parang
Nice, yeah.
it is the same as how are we being perceived by others and also within ourselves. Diary is also not just something that you can use to express yourself. It can also be a book somewhere. It can also be a witness of your progress, failures, lessons, and success. I use it especially on my part. I use it as something that would, at the end of the day, if I feel so overwhelmed on everything and many things, I use it to mend my mind and to remind me of the things that is significant for me. Example po is yung priorities ko na naniniwala po ako na sa Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 po na everyone has a season that I don't have to feel bad about the progress that I think I'm doing or lacking, because there are things that is not for me yet, and I know God has greater plans for me. So
correct. Yeah, everything is beautiful in His time. Thank you, Teacher Keisha, for sharing that. Okay, heart react for Teacher Keisha. That is true, right? Especially in terms of the unfinished, right, stories of you. So it's not just Teacher Keisha, but all of us have, unfinished stories, right? And only God can put an end to that. Thank you. Next, Teacher Jamie, have I called you? Teacher Jamie, are you there?
I'm sorry po.
It's okay. Yes, we can hear you.
So, yung sa akin po, hindi po ako siya makakapagpapun ng kami.
Were you the one who said you are in an event? Are you that one? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, maybe you may share next time, Teacher Jamie.
Okay na po.
Yeah, we'll call you next time, Teacher Jamie. I remember. Yeah, you sent message in our Zoom chat. Thank you. Who else? Teacher Daphne.
Hello po. For me po, it's my phone because it became my friend during the pandemic since I can't meet most of my friends. So using my phone, I've been reading books, listening to music, watching on everything that I can do using my phone. So in last 2020 po, meron po akong app na nakita sa Play Store na question diary po. So obviously po may question po doon. So then everyday po, pabago-bago yung question.
Nice.
So, nakatulong po yun sa akin para mag-reflect, mag-kwento-kwento, ganun. Ganun po. Yun lang.
Then you type your answers there and
Yes
everything
po.
is recorded.
Pero
What's
hindi
the,
lang po
what's the name of
everyday.
the app again? Okay.
Question diary po.
Question diary. I hope that's also available on iOS. What are you using? iPhone?
Po.
Android. Okay. And that's also a good thing that you may add to your 500-hour challenge. Especially, how do you answer the questions?
Every day po,
through
when you open
English?
the app, there's a new question po na nagpa-pop up po sa pinakataas.
Yeah, and
So,
what language do you use when answering the question?
most of the time po English din po. Kasi
Nice.
English din yung
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Teacher Daphne. You
Thank
add
you
that,
po.
okay? This time, I believe it's better if you will answer the question every day or every time the notification pops up. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, who else? Teacher Jerby. Have I called you?
Ako po, ma'am.
Yeah.
Wait lang. So, ito po yung pusa ko. So, siya yung...
Cute.
Hindi ko po
A
siya
girl,
mapakita.
right?
Boy po.
A
Hindi ko
boy,
po siya,
sorry.
hindi ko po siya mapakita kasi po makulit. Ayun. So, feel ko ma'am may same personality kami. And so, since po yung cat is known as highly sensitive, which as a person po, medyo sensitive ako as a
You
person.
are?
Yes po. And siya din po, medyo ayaw niya po sa tao. And ako po, medyo hindi rin ako ganun ka dali mag-open sa tao. Hindi ako ganun ka approachable since I don't trust easily.
Easily.
And medyo, and hindi ko mapakita, but may din po ako mag-explore ng iba't ibang bagay kapag gusto ko, kapag interesado ko. And may mga times po na kapag naisipan ko magtahi ng or mag-DIY ng damit, mag-DIY ako kahit na sobrang random. And I also love din po magbasa ng webtoon, and I'm also interested in K-pop po. And ayun lang po.
So do you use the Webtoon app? The W green with the green logo? Was that it? The Webtoon app?
Apo. Din po.
You made those, your artworks behind you?
May some of my paintings po and drawings. Dati po
Wow.
nag-drawing ako, but now hindi na po. And ayun lang po yung mga favorite kong painting. Dinikit ko lang po sila sa wall for decoration.
You know what? Yeah, Teacher Jerby, you know what? At first, I thought your earphones, right? I thought your earphones are your highlights. And then I realized you kept on moving it. And I thought, what is that? But technically, you have highlights, right? Gray.
Hindi po. Ano po siya, kulay blue po na
What's that?
nag-fade na into green.
Okay. That's why, because your earphones are color blue as well. And then
Yes.
when you keep on moving it, right? I thought that's the clip-on. You know the clip-on highlights when you were kids, right? With the spring highlights. Yeah.
Opo, yung dinidikit sa
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you po,
Teacher
ma'am.
Jerby, for sharing. But your profile here, your hair is black. You have to update that.
Ay, hindi ko pa po siya napapalitan.
Okay. Okay. Anyone whom I haven't called yet, you may click raise hand if I haven't called you. So, okay, Teacher Jean. Is that Jean or Jan? Yeah, do not lower your hand if I haven't called you, okay? Let your hands raised. Okay, Teacher Jean, your turn.
So, dito po daw.
Cute.
Dito po. I have, two other po sa labas and 2 cats. So, nung probably, po yung lang po sila
Teacher Jean, I don't know if it's my connection, but you're
nila, ganun
glitching.
po yung tingin ko sa kanila. Kaya, malapit po ako sa hayop and sometimes po nagre-rescue rin po ako ng mga dogs. Ilan po.
So you have a rescue dog now at home? Are you petting a rescue dog now?
Opo. May isa na po,
Wow.
si Louie po. Binenta po siya, tapos binili ko po siya sa 100 pesos kasi kakatagin po siya. And kakainin. Yun po.
So you really need to pay, right, to rescue him.
Apa.
Can you give heart react to Teacher Jean? Wow, we have a super hero here. Thank you so much for doing that. Right? Normally, yeah, normally people do that, but thank you for even shelling out. Maybe that's what the last money you have in your pocket, but you still chose to rescue a dog. Thank you, Teacher Jean. Teacher Oshery, that's fine. Yeah, we may call you next meeting. Teacher Jean, your profile picture looks so different. So I would like to, I would like you to update. Okay, your picture. Was that you? Was that you on your profile picture? That reminds me of a former student of mine. Thank you, Teacher Jean. Next, Teacher Alex, Teacher Alexandra.
Good
Your
evening,
turn.
everyone.
Evening.
Okay, so the thing that helped me cope up with the pandemic was a book. So before, I was so used to interacting in class, face to face, and then I also joined contests. I was a representative in debates. I joined pageants, and also I was so used to speaking in front of an audience. And so when the pandemic started, I kind of lost myself because I was so not used to being alone and just
Mhm.
staring at my screen when we have class, just doing Zoom meeting. But then also after that, I lost my confidence and my self-esteem. I really lost my self-esteem, and then started stuttering when talking, and I also, I got shy. So there's really an effect. The pandemic, sorry, really took a toll on my confidence, and I'm still trying to get back up from that. And so books served as my guide in order for me to have a shift in my mindset and perspective that no, I should not stay like this. I need to do something about it so that I could overcome this battle within myself, because I know that everyone was also affected around me, and I'm not the only person feeling this way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of depressing, to love speaking with people and then suddenly you're scared of
Lose.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really nervous and I'm really shaking and I'm kind of stuttering because I'm not used to doing this anymore. But then,
Mhm.
I'm trying to read books that would help me boost my confidence and help me like love communication. Communicating with
Mhm.
people again. So that's it. Books are my savior.
Yeah, I could say you still have it. Right? You still have it. You knew I didn't even realize that you were shaking.
Yeah.
So that's still, yeah, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
loving that field. Yeah, just continue practicing, continue enjoying the 500-hour English exposure challenge it gave you.
Yes.
I'm certain you will be enjoying that. And yeah, that is so true, right? The pandemic really did something, drastic, right? In terms of any aspect of our lives, in terms of, right, speaking, right, communicating with people before even, you know, I consider myself a very friendly person. Like I can talk to anyone, but you know what? I don't know. Maybe it comes with age as well. That I'm not into. Yeah, I'm not into approaching people first anymore. Yeah, I let my friends do that for me. So, but of course, in terms of what meeting with students is very normal. It's like a breath of fresh air or an oxygen, right, to many teachers. So thank you, teacher Alex, for sharing. Hope
Thank
you
you,
enjoy
ma'am.
the challenge. Thank you. Next, teacher Nemo.
Hello po, good evening. So,
Good evening.
yung sa akin naman po is ito po, yung earphones or earbuds ko po. And yung lightstick ko po, since connected po sila palagi sa akin. Kasi, backstory lang po, even before, marami pa akong iniista na groups, na K-pop groups, pero marami din po akong, hindi lang sa man po sa K-pop, meron din po sa OPM, meron din po sa mga Western artists like Taylor Swift na po katulad ng kanina. nag-react pa ako ng swiftly din po kayo. So, yun. So, K-pop lightstick and earphones po. Even before the pandemic started, music has always been my safe haven po talaga. Parang, ito pong dalawang to help me to keep going. So, this lightstick represents the fandom. Yung group din po na nini-stan ko, which is BTS nga po. Pero marami po po iba.
BTS.
Pero parang, ito po talaga yung main ko. And I got this po way back to 2017 pa po, nung nag-concert, yung last concert po nila dito. Di pa sila bumabalik. Pero ayun, hindi na po siya umiilaw kasi wala rin po siyang battery. Pero hindi ko po siya tinatapon kasi ito po talaga yung parang nagtumulong po sa akin that time. Kasi since lightstick nga po siya, parang light din po talaga siya sa buhay ko that time. So, yun po. I love to play music po, pero kunyari po, ipe-play po siya on speaker, ganun. Pero I love it po when I'm using earphones or yung earbuds ko po. Kasi parang mas nakaka-connect po ako dun sa music. Since every music po tells a different story. So parang music disconnects me to the world and it also connects me po. Then, yun nga po, parang since nabanggit ko na rin po yung sa BTS, parang yung songs po kasi nila and sa lahat na rin po ng pinapakinggan kong songs, regardless of the genre po, it heals po. Music heals, it inspires, it motivates, and believe on yourself. And also, it discover a different side of you po and open your perspective po on a different sa iba't ibang views. Kasi nga po, yung kagaya po nung sabi ko, parang every lyrics po sa mga songs tells a different story. Parang, yun nga po, in conclusion po, sa music is the sweetest escape na meron po ako. And it helped me cope up. Pero, it is also my favorite reality kasi parang binibring niya pa rin po ako sa ground and sa kung ano para tawag dito, kung ano yung world na ginagalawan natin. Yun po.
Thank you, Teacher Nemo. I got something, right, from the things that you said, especially when you said that, for instance, music in general, right? You discover things about yourself through music. I mean, through the lyrics of music. Would you like to share one? And what is that one thing that you discovered about yourself? Or maybe you figure it out through a song?
For example po, yung sa lyrics, ay yung sa kanta na lang po ni Taylor Swift, di ko muna po gagamitin yung sa BTS kasi po parang marami pa akong naiisip, tapos di ko po siya ma-express. Di ko siya maputin.
Okay. Yes,
Yung
stick
kay
with
Taylor
Taylor.
Swift na lang po. Meron po talaga akong song doon na parang, yun po talaga yung fight song. Fight song ko po pag hindi ko na kaya, parang ganun po. Yung song na po yun is Clean po. Nasa 1989 album niya po. Parang, ayun, parang nakita ko rin po sa sarili ko na meron palang times, or there are times po na when it gets hard po, tas you think na wala nang route palabas dun sa hard situation. Meron, dahil po dun sa song na yun, na pwede ka rin po palang maging clean. Kasi po, di ba may term, yung clean po na term is not just yung clean ka lang or pero yung clean ka po, emotionally, mentally, and physically po. Parang, yun po. So, na-discover ko po na hindi imposible pong walang way out. Tapos yun po, na-discover ko rin po na I love to make delusions. I mean, kunyari po, sa imagination ko po, since yung albums po ni Taylor, ay mga lyrics po ni Taylor Swift, yung iba po, kahit yun, di ba parang ginawa niya lang po because of, kunyari, may naisip lang po siyang scenario, tapos nagawa niya po ng song. So, ano po yan, na, kunyari po sa Reputation, kahit wala naman po akong, hindi naman po ako in a relationship, parang ang sarap na feel nung ganun. Pinapaano niya po sa mga songs. Ilusyonada po ako.
Okay. Yeah, Have you tried making, you sound so musically inclined, at least knowledgeable about music in general. Have you tried composing?
Hindi po, pero member po kasi ako ng choir po nung kay Joy Belmonte po. Parang isa po ako sa scholars niya. Pero hindi na po ako ganun ka-active kasi naging busy na. Pero ano po, pag bumalik na po ulit sa normal, actually hindi ko po alam kung babalik po ako sa normal. Pero kung okay na po, ano
High flex, yeah.
magpa-practice na raw po kami.
Okay.
Pero
So
hindi pa po ako,
it's
nagtatry po akong gumawa ng song. Pero yung sa melody po ako nahihirapan. Sa lyrics, okay lang po. Kasi para lang po akong
okay.
gumagawa.
Maybe you can be a tandem of, who is that? Teacher, who is the one playing ukulele?
Mariette po.
Yeah. Yeah, you may would like to join her. Thank you, Teacher Nina.
Collab.
Okay, next, Teacher. Yeah, call. Thank you. Next, Teacher Des. Teacher Desiree.
Good evening po.
Good evening. Nice headphones.
Thank you po. I am Des po. So the thing I chose, which helped me cope up in this pandemic, is same with Pia, an album and photo cards po, because I'm also a K-pop fan, especially of Enhypen. It's a K-pop group composed of 7 members po. So I chose this because they really helped me cope up with anxiety and stress po. Especially last year, because last year it was very hard for me po. So these 7 guys po are also a few of the many people which inspired me to strive harder and achieve my goals po in life. And they also make me feel kilig po whenever I watch their performances po or see their pictures and photos po. Yun po.
Yeah, I bet your headphones has light, right?
Yes po.
Maybe see? It's so cute.
Yes po.
See? It's so cute. Thank you. Thank you, Teacher Des. I understand. I actually understand, right? Those who stand K-pop group, for instance, right? And then you spend your savings on the merch, right? I totally understand the comfort, right? The comfort that the merch gives you. So maybe people or your parents, right, to be specific, don't understand, right, your reason for buying those things, but it's you, right? It's your saving, for instance, or it's the benefit that you get from purchasing those. Thank you, Teacher Des. Next, Teacher Rain.
Hello po, ma'am. Good evening po. Kinakabahan po ako. Naririnig po ba ako?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello po, ma'am. So, kanina po, like, I was thinking po kung what living or non-living thing na that would describe the person I am now. And I saw my ring po. Ito po. Ay, hindi nakikita. Wait lang po. Yan. Yan po, yung ring na po nito. And habang nag-explain po sila, I suddenly remember po na on this exact same day po, this was given to me by someone po. So, a quick backstory po. Since the pandemic happened, like, I have battles between myself and like literal po talaga na wala akong makausap since nasa province po ako, like walang internet, para po like wala po talaga akong connection sa mga friends ko, ganun. And days before this was given to me, someone just triggered my insecurities. Parang on a group chat po, ganun. And I was like so down po kasi syempre parang ang sobrang sakit lang po nung feeling na yon, and um I cried so much. I even cried the whole day, and parang na-open, I even open it up to my parents. Like, even though I don't show my emotions to them. So, ganun po. Sobrang imagine na lang po, parang umiiyak po ako sa harapan nila, nag-e-explain po ako kung bakit po nangyari yan, gano'n. It was so hard for me to accept that. And yun po, days after that incident po, dumating po siya sa'kin. So, from Manila to Pangasinan. So, yun po, may kumatak, ganyan, and binigay po sa'kin 'to. And, this ring symbolizes po na parang even though I am not like perfect, someone who's out there na parang that is willing to accept who I am. And since like today po na na-receive ko 'to up until now, the love and care I felt that day is still the same. And yeah, I feel like I felt complete, love, and accepted. Parang like being accepted by someone is just a beautiful thing po na matatanggap ng isang tao. So, yun lang po.
Wow. Okay. We didn't know, right? It's if it's a coincidence, right? It's the same day you received that. Is it okay if we know what's the relationship that you have with that person who gave that to you? Is it a
Alam mo,
special someone?
yes po.
Ah,
Opo.
okay. Of course, I will not be asking for the name because I don't know him. Thank you, Teacher
Thank you po.
Rain. Thank you. Okay. We're done, right? And the rest will still be sharing next meeting. Teacher Des, we're done, right? You forgot to lower your hand. Okay. Teacher Alex. Teacher Alex?
Napindot lang po.
Okay. I thought you'd like to reintroduce yourself. Thank you so much. Can we give heart reacts to all our classmates? Right, we're supposed to have our first lesson right tonight, but I will not skip this part, right, of getting to know all of you because we might be seeing one another, right, for the next semesters. Teacher Joy, aren't you happy for that? You even have a wind effect there. So thank you. We will just continue this if it's. Oh, by the way, I have a question before we end. Right? How come no one voted? Am I seeing this correctly? Right? No one voted yet about of any response to the question. How many activities do you want to answer for the entire semester? I believe you would like to do all.
Ma'am,
Yes, Teacher Joy.
well, I already asked them na po. Then after po nung class po kayo mag-vote.
Okay, but that was posted last week, right? Was that last week or a week before last? No one voted yet. So, because, right, I was supposed to be first discussion tonight, right? I prepared 2 activities. So I needed to know first how many, and I need to know first the total number of the activities they like to do for the entire semester. So like I can give you the freedom to choose between 1.1 and 1.2 because 1.2 is a breakout session activity that we will do as I mean by group by 3 groups, and 1.1 is an individual activity. So I need to. Oh, wow, you're now voting. Okay, 8+1. Brave, but right. Okay, leading 8+1. Are you sure about that? Okay, I would like it to be certain, right, of what you feel because to tell you, right, that was already deducted. Okay, to be honest, if you're who among you have browsed the instructional material, be honest. Okay, someone, okay, Teacher Joy did and Teacher Alex did. May I get a first impression? Teacher Joy? Wait, have you
Ma'am,
browsed the
yes po. Nung nakita ko po yung mga activities, yung iba naman po parang yung tanong lang po na,
Self-assessment, yeah.
opo, self-assessment po. Then, yung iba po, okay naman po. Hindi naman po siya ganun din kahaba. Pero yung module itself lang po yung mga lessons, yun po yung nagpahaba.
Yeah, because I made it very comprehensive for the correspondence team. So hopefully that they will not have any more questions. But according to your class list, all of you, right, are under online teams. So that's why I'm expecting 27 tonight, but there are only 25. So maybe the others have, are having hard time connecting. So thank you. How about you, Teacher Nemo? First impression of the entirety of the IM? You raised hand, right? That you have browsed it?
Yung sa ano naman po, ayun nga po, parang madami, umaba lang po siya because of the lesson, katulad kung sinabi ni Press kanina. And yung yung sa lessons naman, parang hindi naman po siya ganun complicated. Kasi since parang i-connect lang din po namin yung activities yung majority ng activities po doon, parang yung natutunan ay yung lesson, pero with us, parang
yeah, it's more of the application, yeah.
Apo.
And reflection.
Sa sarili po.
Thank you. Teacher Marjorie actually gave me a heart, right? Emoji there in the Zoom chat. So I don't know if you love to do the activities but yeah, 7+1 is leading. So we're going to do that. So. Okay. Not about the impression. Okay, so I'll be meeting you. If you could meet Friday, I really would like to start with a discussion, but we haven't had a poll, right, of when to meet, right? If it's only Tuesday or Friday, so we will not anymore have that because we might have 2 meetings a week. Is that okay? Is that okay? Wow, okay. So we will not add a different one. So 7+1 is leading. I believe that will win. So we don't have correspondence team as well, right? To be given consideration or like an initial announcement on which among the activities would be done by you. So okay, do you have questions before we have our post screenshot? Teacher Max, are you ready for the post screenshot?
Yes po.
Okay. Okay, turn on your cameras and videos, teachers. Just wait for the Zoom link, the next Zoom link. I hope not to forget my connector next time, so I can use my phone as my camera. Ready, Teacher Kim? I can see all videos. Sorry, Teacher Max. You may count, Teacher Max.
Ready na po. 1, 2, 3.
Smile.
Next slide po.
Okay, we have 2 panels.
1,
2, 3.
Okay na po.
Smile. By the way, the discussion slides, because I already scheduled that under classwork as material. So you might see that after 8 p.m. in the classwork. I will not be removing that. So if you'd like to scan, right, or read beforehand, but if not, it's okay. Right, we will have that. We will be using the discussion slides next time. Okay, God bless you all, teachers. It's nice to hear your stories and how you introduce yourself creatively and so deep. Yeah, I appreciate you opening up, right? And I hope to interact with you more during our discussions. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Goodbye.
Thank you po, ma'am.